डिम्बो स्टैटिस्टिक्स में आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत है। आज हमारे साथ एक बहुत ही खास मेहमान है, शाग्निक दे, आईएएस 2022 ऑल इंडिया रैंकिंग थर्ड। कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन एंड वेलकम टू आवर चैनल।
Thank you for welcoming me in my first strategy sharing video.
तो आप पहले अपने बारे में हमें कुछ बताइए।
Okay, so if I have to start with my schooling, I completed my schooling from Labanath Vidyapith in Kolkata. Then I completed my graduation in statistics honors from Ashutosh College under University of Calcutta in the year 2020. And then I got cleared the IIT JAM examination, and I completed my masters in statistics from IIT Kanpur this year. And that's all for my master's education too.
तो पहले हम स्टैटिस्टिक्स के बारे में थोड़ा सा बात कर लेते हैं। तो जो स्टैटिस्टिक्स के जो फर्स्ट दो पेपर्स है, जनरल इंग्लिश और जनरल स्टडीज, इसके ऊपर हमारे को बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन है और लोगों का बहुत सारा कंफ्यूजन होता है कि इन दोनों पेपर को कैसे टैकल करें। तो आपके लिए इनका स्ट्रेटेजी क्या था?
Like for general English and general studies, the cutoff is 15 marks generally in every year. So I mainly focused on the clearing the cutoff, not to attempt that. My main focus, is on the statistics papers. So for general English, we have essay, we have précis writing, and we have the paragraph writing from a single sentence. It may be a quotation and whatever. And also we have the grammar portion. So for essay and précis, I generally followed the strategy on the how to write essay from the aspirants of IAS examinations and also who got cleared the IAS examination. And for précis, I just practice in weekly basis from the month of February or March. And for grammar practice, especially for the sentence correction, I followed the 120 rules of grammar by Nimisa Banshal, which is available in the YouTube. And for sentence correction, there is a book of descriptive statistics from Aryan. I practiced the uh, paragraph writing from that particular book. And for general studies, we have four broad topics: the history, geography, constitution, or polity, and the economics part. So I mainly focused on the polity and the economics part. That's why I covered the current affairs from the Hindu analysis. And for polity, I checked or I studied analysis the previous year question papers and which are the main topics is generally being asked in this particular examination. So I covered those topics and also those topics which are covering in the current affairs in a regular basis. And for geography, I also followed the current affairs, not much static, but except the monsoon type questions which were asked in many years back, but not a regular basis. But for history, my interest and my focus is extremely low. I only prepared the previous year questions papers, and I thought that if I got the likely questions which I thought I can handle, then I will attempt it or I will left it. So that was my entire strategy in this particular GS examinations. I didn't follow any such books like Spectrum or NCERT 11 12 for geography, but I got decent marks of 27 marks in this particular paper.
एक सवाल हमारे सब्सक्राइबर से था कि क्या न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ के हम जनरल स्टडीज की प्रिपरेशन कर सकते हैं?
या न्यूज़पेपर्स का बहुत बड़ा हाथ होता है इन पर्टिकुलर करंट अफेयर्स में. So but will suggest that don't read newspaper in a daily basis because it will take much of your time in the whole preparation. I will suggest that there is a website called dailypaper.in. There available the newspaper analysis of the Hindu, the Times of India and many such newspapers. Take one newspaper, like for me, I choose the Hindu, and I got the daily analysis every day. So I studied that in a weekly basis in the first, but in the later part of my preparation, like from February 2021 or March 2021, I revised them or studied them twice in every week.
ओके, तो इसके बाद जो स्टैटिस्टिक्स के पेपर्स हैं, स्टैटिस्टिक्स फर्स्ट पेपर है एमसीक्यू, तो
Yeah.
इसमें आपका स्ट्रेटजी क्या था? और एक सप्लीमेंट्री क्वेश्चन कि जो कंप्यूटर है, आपने उसको कैसे टैकल
Yeah.
किया?
Yeah, so in paper one, we have numerical analysis, the probability and statistics, and the computer part. So for numerical analysis, I focused on making my own notes from my graduation notes, and there is a book called very famous book for this particular examination, like the numerical analysis by H.C. Saxena. I also prepared my notes from that particular book. And for probability and statistics, I covered my graduation and master's note and the book called Mathematical Statistics by Gupta and Kapoor, which is extremely helpful in this particular examination because there is many instances where direct questions are taken from that particular book. And for computer book part, I only followed the E. Balaguruswamy book, and I read it thoroughly from the starting chapter 1 up to whichever chapters are being covered in that particular syllabus. I only followed this particular book for the computer pair.
आपका पेपर वन के लिए कोई टारगेट था कि मुझे इतना मार्क्स अटेम्प्ट करना है या
टारगेट तो होता ही है कि इन जनरल sometimes there is the paper one is on a tougher side, but paper two is on the level is quite low, but the exactly opposite scenario can be there in the particular examination. So I targeted that I have to at least I have to attempt more than 60 questions out of 80 with as much as accuracy as possible. So I have attempted almost 62 to 63 questions in this particular attempt.
अच्छा, इसके बाद जो पेपर है स्टैटिस्टिक्स पेपर 2, तो उसको लेकर आपका स्ट्रेटजी क्या था? और जो उसमें एक पेपर आता है ऑफिशियल स्टैटिस्टिक्स, आपने उसके लिए कैसे प्रिपरेशन किया, हमें बताइए।
Yeah. So in paper 2 of statistics, there are topics like Nillian model, the inference and hypothesis from statistics, and the most discussed and most coding topic, I think, the official statistics part. So for linear model, I have prepared from my graduation notes and master's note, as it was a quite helpful topic for me because I have chosen the design of experiments in paper 4. For inference and hypothesis, I also followed the my graduation and mostly my master's note for this particular topic of IIT Kanpur, and also that particular book of mathematical statistics by S.C. Gupta and V.K. Kapoor. And for official statistics, I have followed I made my own notes from the MOSPI website, and also the Directorate of Economics and Statistics from various states. Also followed the Ministry of Agriculture for their homepage for very much topics like the agricultural census. And I have also followed the notes of Nipun Jain of who have secured the All India Rank 1 in ISS 2020 and ISS 2020.
तो आपका इस पेपर में कैसे स्कोर आया था आपका?
I have attempted almost 72 to 73 questions out of 80, and I have secured 150 point some marks, approx 151.
तो मुझे इन एमसीक्यू पेपर का और कुछ पूछना था। जैसे आप जब प्रिपरेशन कर रहे थे, तो आप मतलब किस चीज़ पे ज़्यादा ध्यान दे रहे थे, क्वेश्चन सॉल्विंग पे या थ्योरी क्लियर पे, पेपर 1 और पेपर 2 के लिए?
ये दोनों ही इम्पोर्टेंट है बिकॉज अगर आपका कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर नहीं होगा तो आप फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन से अटेम्प्ट नहीं कर सकते, और ये भी ठीक है कि कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर करने के साथ आपको एक्यूरेसी और स्पीड पे भी फोकस करना चाहिए क्योंकि टाइम बहुत कम होता है, 2 घंटे होते हैं आपके पास. So in my previous days of my preparation, I only focus on collecting my information and my facts and concepts to be cleared, but I also left some question papers like ISS 2020, 2021 to give my mock examinations on my own in the later part of my practice. So till I say April 2022, I cleared my concepts and also practice short questions of paper 1, paper 2, also from the questions, the DAU and BHU entrance examination for masters. And I gave examinations on my own for ISS 2021 and 2020 paper on my own for the very near to my examination.
इस एमसीक्यू के पेपर के बाद लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन पेपर जो मतलब स्टैटिस्टिक्स पेपर 3 और 4 आता है, तो पेपर 3 के लिए आपका स्ट्रेटजी क्या था और आपने कैसे प्रिपेयर किया, हमें थोड़ा बताइए।
Paper 3 is the toughest paper of this examination because we have to cover the topics like huge topics like sample survey, econometrics, time series analysis, demand analysis, and also the index number. So I suggest that don't left any topic because nowadays the standards of paper 3 have been has been rising up quite high. For if we study the ISS 2021 and then ISS 2022 papers. So I first started with the econometrics paper as the major part is regression in econometrics, and I followed the notes of Dr. Sarmishta Mitra of our professor, which uh, was my professor in IIT Kanpur, and also Dr. Shalab, which was also my professor in from IIT Kanpur. For their notes helped a lot to prepare for the econometrics paper. And for sample survey paper, I followed the notes of my graduation of Tulsidas Mukherjee and also notes of Dr. Shalab during our, which was also a course in my MSc curriculum. And for demand analysis and index number, I just followed the applied statistics book by S.C. Gupta and V.K. Kapoor. For time series analysis, I followed my master's note of Dr. Amit Mitra, which was my professor in IIT Kanpur, and also followed the applied statistics books of S.C. Gupta and V.K. Kapoor to make notes of the time series analysis. I will suggest that to cover the syllabus of these descriptive topics as fast as possible because the revision is very much important because we have to uh, keep in mind the whole syllabus and to write the examination in the last day. So we don't have any time to revise during the 3 days of the examination. So we have to prepare these topics as much accuracy as possible because if we time is very small for these huge papers and many students cannot complete this examination within the limited time. So I think the completing the syllabus along with the practice, the written practice habit will keep up a good marks for this particular paper.
और इसके बाद जो लास्ट पेपर है स्टैटिस्टिक्स पेपर 4, उसके लिए आपके ऑप्शनल पेपर कौन से थे?
मेरे दो ऑप्शन पेपर थे, स्टैटिस्टिकल क्वालिटी कंट्रोल एंड डिजाइन ऑफ एक्सपेरिमेंट्स.
ओके, तो एसक्यूसी के लिए आपने मतलब कहाँ से प्रिपरेशन किया और मैथ जो एसक्यूसी मैथ प्रॉब्लम्स है उसके लिए आप एक अच्छा बुक सजेस्ट कीजिए हमें.
एसक्यूसी के जो थ्योरी पार्ट था उसके लिए मैंने फोकस किया था, मेरा ग्रेजुएशन नोट्स था जो तुलसीदास मुखर्जी का था जो नरेंद्रपुर का प्रोफेसर है. And there are some topics like the Kusum chart and exponentially weighted moving chart. I have followed that particular 2 to 3 pages maximum from Montgomery for this particular part of SQC. And for SQC, the mathematical problems I practice from the applied statistics books by S.C. Gupta and V.K. Kapoor. And that's all for my preparation in SQC because I think that out of all 7 papers which are being offered in the last paper 4, I think the syllabus is very compact for SQC and also very less I have to compare the syllabus with the syllabus of the other topics.
जो आपका जो नेक्स्ट पेपर था डिजाइन के मैथ्स बहुत लेंदी होते हैं और प्रॉब्लम भी बहुत लेंदी होता है, तो आपने ये सब्जेक्ट क्यों चूज किया और आपने इसको मतलब कैसे प्रिपेयर किया?
डिजाइन ऑफ एक्सपेरिमेंट जो है मेरा फेवरेट टॉपिक रह चुका है मेरे ग्रेजुएशन के टाइम से ही. तो मैंने जब प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट किया था आईएसएस का तो मैं फर्स्ट जो टॉपिक स्टार्ट किया था वो डिजाइन ही था क्योंकि ये मेरा ग्रेजुएशन में भी था और मेरा मास्टर्स में भी था. सो मेनली मैंने फोकस किया था जो मेरा ग्रेजुएशन नोट्स है और उससे भी ज्यादा जो बुक है अप्लाइड स्टैटिस्टिक्स बाय एस.सी. गुप्ता एंड वी.के. कपूर and also the notes of Dr. Shalab, which was a professor I have already mentioned. And I compiled all the notes according to the syllabus which is mentioned in the ISS notification, and I practiced them the mathematical problems from that applied statistics book by S.C. Gupta and V.K. Kapoor, and the theoretical concept from the notes of my master's graduation and that particular book. from the starting day of my preparation for this particular examination. So I think if we start practicing the numerical problems at an early stage while preparing a particular topic, it will be quite helpful in attempting the numerical problems in the exam itself. As it was, if it is a mathematical problem and we attempt it right, then we will get a good marks rather than the descriptive or say merely theoretical topics.
तो आपकी रिटन एग्जाम के बाद आपका इंटरव्यू था, तो आपने इंटरव्यू के लिए कैसे प्रिपरेशन किया और आपका इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस मेरे साथ शेयर कीजिए।
एक बात है कि इंटरव्यू का प्रिपरेशन का कोई मतलब फिक्स बाउंड नहीं है, आप कहीं पे शुरू करो आप कहीं पे खत्म करो। तो मैंने क्या किया था कि जो मेरे सीनियर्स है जो पहले एग्जाम क्लियर कर चुके हैं, उनके पास जो ऑलरेडी क्वेश्चंस था कि कौन कौन से टॉपिक से क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं इंटरव्यू में और कैसे रहता है इंटरव्यू, तो वो सारे क्वेश्चंस मैंने कलेक्ट किए थे। तो कुछ ये पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक्स जो रहते हैं इंटरव्यू में वो मैंने प्रिपेयर किए थे। और उसके साथ जो मेरा एजुकेशनल बैकग्राउंड है उसके बारे में प्रिपेयर करना होता है, खुद के बारे में कि आप कहाँ से हो, आपका होम टाउन कौन सा है, उसके बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए कि अगर वो क्वेश्चंस पूछ ले तो आप कुछ बता सकते हो उसके बारे में। ये नहीं कि सारे बात बताना है, वो इतना पूछना भी नहीं चाहते। दे जस्ट वांट टू नो दैट इफ whether you are aware of a particular fact they are asking or not. And if you have to answer, if you know a particular question, then you please answer that particular question. Or if you do not know any question, then you clearly say, sorry ma'am, I am unaware of that particular fact or whatever. Because don't tell lie or don't bluff into any answer, because it get a very huge negative impact in a total score of the particular interview. And my interview was on the day of 19 December and in the morning shift, and I was the first to go in front of the board of Miss Smita Nagraj. And my interview started from 10:17 a.m. and finished nearly about 10:50. So approximately of more than 30 minutes of my interview. And after giving the interview, I expected quite an average or more than average marks, and I got 116, which is expected according to my performance.
ओके, आपसे एक पर्सनल सवाल करना है। आपने आईआईटी से पढ़ाई किया है, तो आईआईटी के पढ़ने के बाद आपने मतलब वहाँ पे तो बहुत अच्छे जॉब मिलते हैं, मतलब प्राइवेट में बहुत अच्छे सेक्टर में जॉब मिलता है, तो आपने आईएसएस करने का क्यों सोचा?
हमारा एक समर टर्म होता है सेकेंड सेमेस्टर के बाद अप्रोक्सीमेटली 2.5 months। तो उस टाइम ऐसा कोविड टाइम था, तो इंटर्नशिप्स के टाइम होता है, तो बहुत कम इंटर्नशिप्स मिले थे तब कोविड के टाइम में। सॉरी। सो हमने बहुत सारे, मैं और मेरे दोस्तों ने मॉस्पी का एक इंटर्नशिप होता है तो उसमें अप्लाई किया था, लेकिन कोविड की वजह से वो बंद हो गया। तब से मेरे पास 2.5 महीना था। मेरे पास कोई काम नहीं था इन टर्म्स ऑफ इंटर्नशिप। सो आई स्टार्टेड preparing for the ISS examination by looking at the seniors who have already been cleared from IIT Kanpur, and I started talking with them about the syllabus and how should I prepare for that particular service along with that my course curriculum, as we all know that there is a very rigorous curriculum in IIT Kanpur. So I started from my second semester for that particular preparation of ISS examination. And if I have to mention, during placement, we all the students of our batch got placed in with very good jobs. But as I started preparing for ISS, at least 3 or 4 months prior to my placement, so I I didn't accept that particular job offer, and I started continuing the preparation for ISS examination.
एक सवाल था कि जो हॉबी, जो इंटरव्यू में हॉबी बताया जाता है, तो उसके लिए सुइटेबल हॉबी क्या है? आपने क्या बताया था और आपकी सबसे सुइटेबल हॉबी क्या होना चाहिए?
हॉबी के बारे में ये है कि एक इंसान का बहुत हॉबी भी रह सकता है और कोई भी नहीं रह सकता, इफ यू हैव टू टेक द एग्जैक्ट टिल द एग्जैक्ट आंसर। सो मेरा दो सबसे जो ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट था वो फुटबॉल में था, एंड मेरा इंटरेस्ट फिटनेस में भी था। तो मुझे इन दोनों में से कोई एक लिखना था डेफ फॉर्म में। तो मैंने सोचा कि अगर मैं फुटबॉल से लिखूंगा तो बहुत ओपन एंड हो जाएगा, उनके बारे में पास बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस करने के लिए एंगल होता है। तो टू कीप दैट एंगल शॉर्ट आई मेंशन द my fitness hobby, and I also mentioned the particular form of fitness which is HIIT workout, which is high intensity interval training workout, to keep the the degree and the angle of questions to be very short, and I uh, don't show that I am aware of that every fact they are asking, rather than that particular hobby I have mentioned in football. But I also think if one didn't have any hobby during that interview stage, up to the interview stage, one should at least develop one particular hobby to mention in the DAF form and prepare that particular hobby to answer the questions that they will be asking from that particular hobby.
आप आपकी जर्नी जो आपका पूरा प्रिपरेशन से लेके सक्सेस तक की जर्नी
Yeah.
है, इसे आप कैसे डिस्क्राइब करना चाहेंगे? और आपके लिए सबसे मतलब मतलब आपने वो टेंशन या प्रेशर, सीट कम है, इतना अच्छा जॉब, बाकी दोस्तों को जॉब मिल गया, आपने उस टेंशन फेस को कैसे हैंडल किया?
टेंशन एक रहता ही है, क्योंकि आप जिस एग्जाम के लिए प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं तो वो बहुत ही अनप्रिडिक्टेबल है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स प्रिपेयर करते हैं इस एग्जाम के लिए, और ये बहुत टफ भी है इन दिस पर्टिकुलर फील्ड ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिक्स, क्योंकि सिलेबस बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, आपको पढ़ना भी पड़ता है। कोई जॉब के साथ प्रिपेयर कर रहा है, कोई एकेडमिक्स के साथ लाइक माई सेल्फ प्रिपेयर कर रहा है, और कोई आफ्टर एकेडमिक्स प्रिपेयर कर रहता होता है। तो टेंशन का टाइम आता है, और इन मेनी डेज यू गेट बोर्ड in during the preparation stage, and this particular fact also happened to me. When I got bored, I also find some entertainment into movies or web series, or also the football thing in the club footballs. But I think the consistency is the key. Like if there may be days that you don't like to read the same topics again and again, so you can take a break of 1 or 2 days, but that should be got bound between 1 to 2 days, not like 1 or 2 weeks. So I think if one can maintain that particular consistency, the particular dedication, and the exact strategy which he believes that is enough for cracking this particular examination, I think after this rigorous journey, everyone who is following that particular path will be successful one day in this particular examination.
तो बहुत लोगों का सवाल था कि आपने टॉप किया है, तो आप लोग, आपसे बहुत लोगों का इंस्पायर हुआ है, तो आपकी नोट अगर कहीं पे अवेलेबल हो सकता है तो आप बता सकते हैं हमें?
Sure, I have uploaded my notes on my Telegram channel. There are all my top notes which I have been prepared, and which I have followed to crack this particular examination is being uploaded. And I also will mention that particular link of the Telegram channel in the description of this particular video. And if anyone have any questions regarding the preparation, or any doubt, or any strategy type questions, they can feel free to ask anything with respect to this particular examination in that particular Telegram channel. I would be very happy to help them to clear this particular examination.
ओके, हम अपने इंटरव्यू के लास्ट में आ गए हैं। आप अपने जूनियर या जो आपकी इंटरव्यू देख रहे हैं, या जिन्होंने अभी फर्स्ट मतलब आपकी इंटरव्यू देख के ही शुरू करना मतलब सोचा है कि आईसीएस एग्जाम देना है, उनके लिए आपका क्या एडवाइस रहेगा?
पहले तो ये है कि अगर फर्स्ट सिलेबस अच्छी तरह से देखो, क्योंकि ये लोग इस एग्जाम में सिलेबस के बाहर कुछ नहीं पूछता जो नोटिफिकेशन में मेंशन होता है, एंड ट्राई टू कवर ईच एंड एवरी टॉपिक विच इज मेंशन इन द सिलेबस, स्पेशली फॉर पेपर 1 and paper 2 of statistics, because there are very small topics which are mentioned in the particular syllabus, and candidates generally ignored it, like there are no questions previously asked in from these topics, but they can ask any questions from this topic that may be very easy, but if we don't know the particular topic we cannot answer them. So try to cover every topic in the particular syllabus, and for those topics like general studies, stick to those sources which give if you confidence to deal with the questions of general studies, as I did not follow any particular books for this particular topic like the general studies. I think mainly these on the particular topic of general studies, the scoring is dependent mainly on the answer writing or analysis phase, not in the memorizing phase. So I think if you focus on the answer writing rather than the memorizing the particular topic, I would be think it will be quite helpful in getting a good score in this particular topic. Similarly, like in the other topics, you have to cover the syllabus as well as you have to practice the questions, the previous year questions. And as I said, that the consistency is the key to make this examination.
आपसे बात करके हमें बहुत अच्छा लगा। उम्मीद करते हैं 2-3 साल बाद हम दोबारा आपके साथ कोई इंटरव्यू ले पाएंगे लाइव
Okay,
एज एन
sure,
आईएएस
sure,
ऑफिसर। थैंक यू सो मच।
sure, sure, sure. Thank you, thank you.